gold. I mean, who knew a fruit could cause so much mayhem? Now let's talk about those evil plans of mine. I mean, I'm a supervillain, it's what I do. But sometimes, those minions, they make it a bit hard to be evil. They're always getting things mixed up, misunderstanding my instructions, and generally causing more chaos than they prevent. Like that time, I asked them to get me the shrink ray, and they brought me a shrimp ray. Who even says shrimp ray? And don't even get me started on the time they tried to help me steal the Eiffel Tower. Let's just say it involved a lot of string, a hot air balloon, and a very confused pigeon. The thing is, no matter how many times they mess up, you just can't stay mad at them. They're just so gosh darn cute. Chapter 3. The Minions Playing with Fire. Speaking of chaos, let's rewind to that time the Minions discovered fire. Now you'd think these little guys would be smart enough to stay away from fire, but no! They just had to see what would happen if they poked it with a stick. Next thing you know, they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off, setting everything in sight ablaze. The whole scene is a masterclass in physical comedy, with the minions tripping over themselves, screaming their little heads off, and generally causing a ruckus. It's a good thing they're so darn cute, because if they weren't, I swear I'd probably just sigh and hand them a fire extinguisher. Chapter 4. Stealing the Moon. Now this next one is a classic. Remember when we decided to steal the moon? Yeah, that was a wild ride. And the minions, well, they were in their element. They were like kids in a candy store, bouncing off the walls with excitement. Seeing them try to squeeze into those tiny little spacesuits was hysterical. And don't even get me started on their attempts at moonwalking. They looked like they were trying to swim through jello. But you know what? They got the job done. They may be small, they may be yellow, and they may be completely bonkers, but they're my little helpers. Chapter 5. Kevin's Leadership. Last but not least, we have to talk about Kevin. You know, the tall one with the sprout of hair? He fancies himself a leader. Our Kevin. And in some ways he is. He's got this air of authority about him, even when he's leading the others straight into disaster. Remember that time he decided to take charge and find us a new villain to work for? What a disaster that was. They ended up in all sorts of trouble, from getting lost in the jungle to accidentally becoming rock stars. But that's the thing about Kevin, even when he's failing miserably, he does it with such confidence and gusto. He's like a tiny yellow Napoleon Bonaparte leading his troops into battle, even if that battle is just trying to figure out how to work a vending machine. Outro, what are your favorite Minion moments? So there you have it, folks, my top 5 funniest Minion moments of all time. I don't know about you, but